shit, bro. Don't take you to all money, bro. That's money on the street. Money ain't worth shit. Yeah, bro. You out loud? Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's it right there. Shalom.
Like to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostle of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to Yahakim, pushing his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, we're back here once again. You know, to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, aka America, and also to let our people know who they are, the true nation of Israel, going into so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and we're just gonna, roll in the spirit. We got some articles up, and we're gonna get some actual precepts. Go through the scriptures, and Lord willing, this is satisfied.
Yeah, the money.
Okay.
So what's that, James? Go ahead. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 11 and verse 11. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them."
Yes. Hey, like you said, read that again.
Jeremiah chapter 11 and verse 11. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape."
That's going to bring forth evil. When you go into that word evil, it's going to what? Bad times. Eve, all right? Times and ill, okay? Going to bad. So the Lord is going to bring bad times where the people is not going to escape. That reminds me of, what is that, Jeremiah 16? If I'm not mistaken, the name of when a bear met him and you go and a snake bit him. Amos 5.
That's one in Jeremiah 2.
So that's where the Lord is setting up. He's setting up for a time like none other, where everywhere you look, it's going to be famine, death, and destruction everywhere you turn.
We'll read that in NLT. Jeremiah verse 11 and chapter 11 and verse 11 in the NLT. "Therefore, this is what the Lord says: I am going to bring calamity upon them, and they will not escape. Though they beg for mercy, I will not listen to their cries."
Hey, and people don't think this is going to happen. The Murphys, people still trying to celebrate and rejoice and not even seeing that this place is going to collapse. You got to take a look around you. The people don't go into the news no more. I've had people tell me, well, I don't watch the news. It ain't nothing but, sad news all the time. Well, you better pay attention, because the thing is, the Lord's going to bring calamity upon you, all right? And it's probably going to be right at your front door. And what, what I'm saying? So when that happens, you want that to come in, because the Lord says he's going to come in like a thief in the night, all right? And that's how he's going to come in, because you don't want to look and see what's coming upon the earth. You just want to be like, well, I don't want to see it. I just want to continue enjoying myself. I want to continue going out, partying on Friday, Saturday, get ready for work on Sunday and go to work on Monday through Friday and start it all over again.
How you doing?
Because it'll get to a point where it's not going to be any job. You're not going to be able to feed your family. All this is coming. Calamity, like you say, mourning and woe. All right, all this is going to happen.
I was going to say, man, these different leaders that our people look up to, look into, as their saviors, man. Joe Biden, America, period. You know what I'm saying? They're telling them one thing, everything is going to be okay. America, we're going to bounce back, all this bullshit, man. But that's not what they're saying, and what's actually taking place on the planet Earth is two totally different things, man.
Right.
It's contrary to what they're saying, man, because the scriptures tell you that when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them, man. Like travail upon a woman, man, with child. You see? And that's what we see about to happen right now, man. The Lord is getting ready. If you look out to the planet Earth, man, the elder got some articles, man, and, if you just paying attention on with the weather patterns and everything that the Lord is doing, man, it shows you that, hey, what these leaders are telling the people in America,
right,
and what's actually happening are two totally different things, man. You're not preparing these people. Your pastors are not telling you what's about to happen. They're telling you everything is going to be fine, prosper. They're not even warning you of the destruction that's coming, man.
Right.
They're not even looking forward to it, man. They're not even, they, like the scriptures say, they are dumb dogs, man. The leaders of our people are dumb dogs, man. They cannot bark, man. A dog is meant to warn you when the enemy come or a threat comes, man.
Right.
It's supposed to bark. But these different pastors are not barking, man, and they claim to be men of the Lord. Why are they not warning these people what's about to take place in America? Okay, what's about to take place on the planet Earth, and it's all gonna come via the Heavenly Father, man. It's gonna be Him doing it. Amos 3:6, man.
Yep.
You know, should there be evil in the city? The Lord have not done it. These people are about to find out.
I got this article just showing you, condition of the world, these countries in the world, right? It says as financial crisis hits the country, Venezuelans throw money on the streets. The devaluation of the Venezuelan bolivar means smaller bills are worthless. In order to buy a loaf of bread, Venezuelans would need a big bag full of cash. So just imagine, in order for you to eat, for you to afford to eat, you would have to have a damn, what is those things called? Wheelbarrow full of cash. And you can see that. You can see a small, you can see a very, very small example here in America of things to come. For example, eggs. They used to be like $1.08 and some change. Now they're like goddamn almost $5.
Right.
I got a cookie for you, boy. Revelation 6:6 in the NLT. It says, and I heard a voice from among the four living beings saying, a loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay. Man. And don't waste the oil, the olive oil or wine. You see? Now we know that's getting ready to, the brother just read it, like he said, man. It's gonna take a bag of money for them to get a loaf of bread. That's coming here to America, man. The Lord is saving America for last, man. Is this that place that, like the scriptures say, dwelleth without care? Right. Everything, America got abundance of everything, which got these people fat and comfortable, man. Okay, but the Lord is getting ready to break the staff of the wicked, man. He's getting ready to break that staff of the bread, man. That's right. That our people, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans depend on so much, man. Our people lean upon this man and because they believe that this man is God. You see, they go to Him for salvation. That's why when they see that ambulance coming, they thank God. They ain't praying to the Lord though. They waiting for that damn ambulance to come, man. Right. When they see that, they yes, salvation.
If you have Wendy's there, go to Wendy's or McDonald's anytime you want. Like I say, hey, now you got people that still have abundance of food in their refrigerator. And then when they say, anytime, I'm gonna go to the grocery store on Friday, but I'm run out of this, run out of that. It'll get to a point, like you said, you got a day's pay. You're gonna be able to buy a loaf of bread. Now just think, you are working a whole day to get 1 loaf of bread. What you gonna do when you have to work every day, and then you have the people that work in there? The people that work in the grocery store probably ain't gonna make enough to get a loaf of bread. These talking about like people that really probably engineers and things like that. So when you get to that point, you think these people gonna still be working and they be able to still making ends meet to feed their family? No. So this is gonna get to a point where, hey, some people are like, well, what I need to work for? I'm just gonna wait till somebody go in there and buy the loaf of bread, and when they come out, I'm gonna take it from them. So things are about to get real hard out here, So like you said, when there's a lack of bread or lack of money, you have more crime. That's why, like you say, in the hoods and things like that, the lack of money brings forth what? More crime. All right, more getting your doors kicked into. All right, more you pulling up in a car, you getting robbed. And it's funny because the dude Paul Schwab, didn't he just go into how the World Economic Forum, they were trying to say everybody don't need to be having cars like this. Right. They're gonna start taking away your vehicle. They said it should be 2 people to a car. You shouldn't own your own vehicle. Right. So they making moves, and you people not even paying attention. They're making moves, and you're not even paying attention what's about to come down upon your head. That's going against that, going to that thief in the night. You're not gonna even know when this shit happens. When shit happens, you're just gonna be like, why you taking my stuff? Because you don't supposed to have this. Why I can't buy this? Because your money's not worth. The money's not basically worth. You don't own enough. You don't make enough to buy this.
I got one in NLT. You got more. Ezekiel 33:7 in NLT. Now, son of man, I am making you a watchman for the people of Israel. Therefore, listen to what I say and warn them for me.
Yep. Hey, who's and the watchman? That's the prophets that's out here. That's what we out here signing crime. And he said, warn from me. Why is he said warn? The Lord said, warn them from me. Because we're the mouthpiece. We're the ones that break it down the dark saying. We're the ones that give you the words of the Most High Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? We're letting you know what he's about to do.
You said of the dark sins. So the Lord he gave us the light to shed on the dark sins to show you about what the dark sins are talking about.
That's right.
Yeah. Now you got it.
Well, hey, you can rather hear or forbear.
You know? Hey, you know how the world say, I identify with this. Well, we identify with being the prophets.
That's right.
How about that? I lay down the bed thinking about how they say, I identify as a tree or a boy or girl. Now we're identifying as the holy men of the scriptures, man.
Right.
I here to warn you because like the brother going into you so-called pastors and you preachers, you're not warning Israel of these things like this because you're not even seeking things out. Like the Lord just ain't dealing with you overall at the end of the day, man. Right. Brother just read in the article how they throwing money down in the streets in Venezuela. You think this not gonna come over here to the United States? You see?
Yeah, that's that lady that dwells carelessly.
Yeah.
That I was going into the class last week. Saying that, like it says in Isaiah 47, I shall not know the lost of children or widows. Thinking that they're not going to feel how these other countries is feeling. Man.
Right.
They don't think what's happening with the hyperinflation in Venezuela is going to come here in America. They don't think that the wars that's going on over there with Russia, and Ukraine, and all over the world, that all these proxy wars that the U.S. has set up, these people don't think that's possible here in the land of the U.S., the USA.
Right.
That's why that she's got that pride. That woman that's right on the back of that beast, man. You see that picture? You see her like this, like with her hair flying. You know what I'm saying? Got her hand with a cup like this. I got that other. Oh yeah, because there was a video I saw as well that this dude talking about how COVID was a phase. It was like the first phase of
C-19.
Yeah. Oh yes, it's perfect. Yes.
You good? Yeah, you good.
The C-19 was the first phase of these elites' plan, right? And the second phase was going to be manipulating the weather. You already seen in the first month of 2023 the flooding that's going on in California. I got an article as well. It says California flooding. It says more storms forecast for weekend as experts warn heavy rain won't fix drought. Right? California is bracing for more extreme weather this weekend, with 2 more storms barrel into the state of Friday and over the weekend. So it's going to get even worse over there. You got houses flooded, you got people dying, drowning, whatever. And there was a dude at work that was telling me that the reason that these waters ain't receding is because those mountains that pretty much, I don't know if they're over. Yeah, they got to get over those mountains, but they're not. Those mountains are pretty much holding the water in. That's why California's it's being flooded right now. But that's just the design of the Lord, man. I got a picture of it.
Hey, that might be like you just said, the design of the Lord. That might be like say something the Lord set these mountains up and designed them the way just for these times for that to happen to California. Right. But when you look at California, that's the hub of that. New York is kind of like the hub of Babylon. The virgin daughter of Babylon. What you got over there in California? Hollywood, the Hollywood. You have, like I said, a bunch of wickedness going on up in there. And that's basically is they disperse their madness through what? The television, television, the broadcast, that's the mediator for amongst the people to say this is what Esau wants you to see and hear. But we're out here as the prophets to combat that, to go against the grain.
Yeah, I got one. Yeah, because dealing with California, like the Khan said, man, that's the hub of wickedness. One of the hubs. Hollywood, where they're doing all manner of wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? They're promoting a witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Drinking blood, baby blood, and You know, you got the casting couches. You know, all manner of evils and wickedness going on in California.
Right.
And I was going to mention what's going on over there in Venezuela. You know, those are Israelites, man. You know what I'm saying? From the tribe of Zebulun. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is touching his people all over the planet, man. He's mad and he's coming after you, Jakes, man. You know, he's coming after you before he come after his actual enemies, which is Esau. You know, but 2/3 of the nation of Israel right now is the Lord's enemies. You know, but because you're his people, he's coming to get you first, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 19, and it reads, "Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it." So I want to read that in the NLT. And it reads, Jeremiah 6 and 19 in the NLT. "Listen, all the earth, because Jacob is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, all over the planet earth, and all these people, these nations, man. I will bring disaster on my people. It is the fruit of their own schemes, because they refuse to listen to me. They have rejected my word." You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is angry with his people, man. Go ahead, Bill.
No, go ahead. I got a precept for you.
Come on. Go ahead.
Amos 3:1. And at the title of this, it said all the tribes are guilty.
Yep.
Amos 3:1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Hey, that reminds me of Jeremiah the 3rd chapter. You know, he said, "See what your treacherous sister Judah has done, and Israel also taking part. You know, they laid under every green tree, playing the harlot. You know, so the nation of Israel it's like that Zechariah the 5th chapter. Like, you see this is judge. You see this is judgment, and they had that woman with the wings, and then they had the what is that? The basil. You know what I'm saying? So it was pretty much measuring the judgment of Israel. You know, so once it gets to that certain tipping point, that judgment is going to be executed. You know, so Israel is already feeling that judgment, man. It's going to be a lot worse. You know, like it says in Jeremiah the 30th chapter, the time of Jacob's trouble, it's going to be a lot worse, man. A lot of these people are going to die.
Yep.
You know, but right now you're starting to see it. It's getting to a higher level, man.
Yep.
All these other South American countries, man. You see what's going on in Mexico right now with the cartel and the Mexican army. You know, it's all those things that you see is gonna come here in America, man. Right. Hey, Matthew's 24th chapter. You know, you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. You know, earthquakes in diverse places. You know what I'm saying? We've seen those things, man. They're getting worse. You got more?
That was it.
The Lord said he's going to start, as you mentioned, in the house of Israel. So when all this destruction, like you said, you're seeing like some of the South Americans and the islands down in the south, all this things that's happening. You know, Haiti been getting told. You know, all these, Venezuela, all these places, Mexico are getting like they say, mollywopped. But like say, it's the house of the Lord, because that's where he's going to start it, in his sanctuary, in his house. You know, and then like, hey, and where's the bulk of our Israel at? Here in America. He's saving the America for last.
Right. Yep.
So don't think that you're like I'm safe and I'm good. I'm all good here. You know, hey, when he's here, you got to think all this comfortability when people are basically when that comfort is taken away. Best believe you're gonna see a whole bunch of madness that's gonna go on here. You know, like a lot of people gonna be off of themselves. You know, can't take it.
Yep.
You know, and the Lord might put you in a vegetable state. You try to blow your brains out, and next thing you know, you just laying there. What's up?
Have a weak bowel movement. That's in the book in the Apocrypha in Ezra. Basically, it said you're gonna have like uncontrollable bowel movements and everything. You're gonna be so afraid the shock gonna come upon you, man. You're gonna have uncontrollable bowel movement, man. because you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans has sinned against the Lord, man. So he's coming to punish you and punish the inhabitants on this planet, man, for all the wickedness, idolatry, and sorcery that's going on this goddamn planet, man.
Right. This is Amos 5, 13 and 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light." All right, and like you say, and woe goes to what? Destruction. You know, destruction to you that desire the day of the Lord. You know, you have, like say, you have these Christian churches that say, you know, how they songs and things. You know, when the Lord, I'm going home and waiting on the Lord. But what is it for you? Okay, you don't understand that it's going to be darkness. All right, a lot of gloominess. All right, it's going to be a lot of mourning. So are you ready for that? Are you preparing yourself spiritually? You know, when you say you're preparing yourself mentally, hey, now are you preparing yourself spiritually to what's to come?
Hey, I'm gonna make a point. We read that the end part of that verse.
It says in the middle of verse 18, Amos 5 and 18. To what end is it for you?
Yeah, what end is it for you, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man? You know, because you living your life contrary to the way that the Lord truly requires you to, man.
Right.
You know, you've been lied to. You think that I was talking to an old school Jake today, man. You know, remember that video I put in the chat? He a so-called youth preacher, a youth pastor, man. Nigga feet swollen. Nigga look like nigga had socks on like he got shoes on, man. Nigga got gout, nigga through, man. Eating all that BS, man. You know, you trying to throw something out there for JA. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's hereditary. Nah, man, it ain't hereditary. It's your diet, bro. It's your diet, man. But our people really think that, you know. And even when you show them in the scriptures, they don't want to see it, man. They think that the law's done away with, and the Lord died. They can just do what they want to do, man. Right. You people about to find out. That's why I say, what end is it for you, man? Because it's not going to be a good end for you, man. Right. You know,
that's great. They use that, great. But now you got the men of the Lord out here telling you that that's not right.
Right.
So the Bible says you have no cloak for your sins now. You see? So all the things you've been taught for as lies are being pulled down, which is the stronghold that's over your mind because it's the devil that's ruling. But the Lord sends his man out here to pull down these strongholds, man. Right. Whether he dies or the law. No, that ain't true. That's a lie. And y'all deceived by the same lies from our ancestors got deceived by that. You got something like that?
It's hereditary, because you know, the reason why you saying it's hereditary because you grew up eating all and doing all this madness, and you just continued on when you was grown. My mom used to buy this and eat it, this pork, and used to buy this over here and eat pig feet, and I'm buying it today as I'm being a grown ass man.
Yeah, my grandma ate it for 56 years. She never died.
Yeah, she got a
she
cut off.
Put whole goddamn leg cut off up to your fucking knee. You know, the Jake Hard, they don't understand. Hey, like you saying, I think you say that in Jeremiah, man. These are Sodish people. They know not the judgment of their God, man.
Right.
They're wise to do evil, man, but to do good, they have no knowledge, man.
Right.
You know.
It say the day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Hey, that's that day that's coming, man. We read earlier in Jeremiah 11:11 that the Lord said He's going to bring evil upon you, which He's talking about the nation of Israel, that you shall not be able to escape. That's going into that day with this brother, the day of the Lord that the brother is reading about, man. You see?
Verse 19 it says, as if a dead flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Yeah, that's final destination for your ass right there, man. He escaped from one judgment, thinking he got away, and something else happened. He escaped from that one, think he got away from that, then the fucking snake bit him, man. Showing you that at the end of the day, you can't escape judgment, man. Right. Just like in that movie, they couldn't escape death. Which how about Shem Yahushua, the author, the issues of death belong unto him, man. That's what the scriptures say, man. You know? So you're not going to be able to escape, because it's time. The Lord has allowed these people to talk shit, man, to do all what they're doing now, to scoff against the man of the Lord, make our life a living hell, you know? The Lord is allowing these people to do these things, you know, that way when he brings that judgment, man, your ass it's gonna be a righteous judgment, man. That's right. You know?
I got one real quick. Amos 2:4. Thus saith the Lord, For 3 transgressions of Judah, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have despised the law of the Lord, and have not kept his commandments, and their lies caused them to err after the which their fathers have walked. And NLT says, check this out. This is what the Lord says: the people of Judah have sinned again and again, and I will not let them go unpunished. They have rejected the instructions of the Lord, refusing to obey his decrees. They have been led astray by the same lies that deceived their ancestors.
That reminds me of Hosea 4. You know, people are laden with iniquity. You know,
Right.
sin upon sin.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, that's why the Lord in Isaiah say he was sick of our feast days. You know, he's sick of everything about what we do. Because the thing is, our people are stiff-necked. They're constantly going off. You know, they don't want to hear we're the mouthpiece of the Lord telling you what the Lord is saying, what's right and wrong, and you still say, like, what's just past Christmas? Well, you know, I do it for the kids. You know, can't just stop it now. You know, now coming up Valentine's Day. We're telling you that shit is wicked. But what do you say?
A lot of dudes do that shit because of the fucking woman, man.
Right.
Following after the damn woman, man. That's always been a downfall going back into the scriptures all the way with Adam, man. Following after the damn woman, man. You know? Sometimes you damn so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans to pull your damn pants up, talking to you men.
Right.
Pull your nuts out your stomach, nigga.
Exactly, man.
Take them out of her purse.
Yeah.
She got
All
them.
the
up.
above.
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
your nuts hang. Let your scrotum hang, man.
Yeah, man. You know? That's why the Lord is pushing that vibration with this red pill movement, man.
Right.
Dudes like Kevin Samuel. Well, what's some other dude? Fresh and
Fresh
Fish.
and Fit.
All these different dudes. Tate.
Yeah,
You know?
Tate.
The Lord is
Yeah,
pushing
Tate.
that vibration, and it all started with the apostles of the great millstone,
That's
man.
right.
You know? But the Lord is doing that because the Lord gonna use your own prophets and people that you so-called Negro Latinos or Native Americans to look up to show you who you are, just like Kanye. They didn't want to hear it from the prophet, but when Kanye said, just going back into the scriptures, when a rich man speaks, everybody exalted to the clouds.
Right.
When a poor man speaks, they say, who is this?
Yep.
Who the hell is this nigga, man?
Right.
You know, you ain't got no money, nigga. You ain't balling. Why should we listen to you?
Right.
But those are who the man, the Lord is the man that the Lord is dealing with, man. The lowly, the poor, the oppressed, man. You know, just like when our big brother Yahweh when he was on the scene, man. He came to the lowly. He came to the one who needed healing, man. You know.
You tell me, you driving a Chevy Cavalier.
Yeah. Man, you got a Nissan.
How many degrees you got? You ain't got no bachelor's.
You're through, man. Hey, that's how the Lord set it up, though, man.
Right.
You know.
Jeremiah 5, and start at 1 at the top. It says, "Run ye to and fro, through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now and know, and seek in the broad places thereof, if you can find a man, if there be any that executeth judgment, that seeketh the truth, and I will pardon it." You know, you can run up down the streets all over the United States, but you ain't gonna find anybody pushing this truth, man.
Right.
Ain't nobody trying to execute judgment. Ain't nobody trying to say, hey, we need to come back. The only ones doing that is the men of the Lord.
Yep.
They doing it, and they doing it with 100% truth, not 80%, not 90%. You know what I'm saying? They truly believe that they have 100% truth. Those are the men that you'll find in the streets, man, executing judgment. But here in America, you can't find that. You know, just a certain remnant that the Lord has put aside. But we talking about in general, like the whole nation, the whole nation of Israel. Who can you really find that's executing judgment?
Right.
Right, and it says in verse 2, and it says, "And though they say the Lord liveth, surely they swear falsely." And you go, hey, these other camps that be talking about, Yahweh Shai this, and then we believe in the Lord, we believe in the truth, you know what I'm saying? But then they be doing all kinds of left shit, man.
Right. I'm saying we start debating this shit. We won't debate these articles that the brothers coming out with.
Right.
Y'all ain't want to Jake about nothing, man. Knowing you're an Israelite ain't gonna be enough. You know? Jake faked us already. Weak, they hungry. We gotta feed Jake, man. Go ahead.
Can you read that again?
Yeah.
No, that verse you just read.
Okay, this is Jeremiah 5 and 2. It says, "And though they say the Lord liveth, surely they swear falsely."
Yeah, you hypocritical Christians, man. All of you Jakes, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all of them will say, you know, how we believe in God and we love the Lord and speak all this stuff with the scriptures say that, you know, about them speaking, you know, though they with their mouths, but their hearts are far from me. They you know, I think it's in Isaiah 29 and like around verse 13. Somebody grab that real quick. But Isaiah 29 and like around verse 13. I think it's like verse 13. Because they're a hypocritical nation. You know what I'm saying? Jake is a hypocrite, man. You know what I'm saying? They'll say they believe in God, but then they'll turn right around and celebrate these holidays. You know what I'm saying? Birthdays, Christmas, you know, Halloween in the church building.
Right. You can read Romans the 10th chapter. You know, they have the zeal of God, but not according to knowledge.
Right.
I want to make a quick point because you're right, bro. They'll say they believe in the Lord, but totally do the opposite of what the Lord requires, man.
Right.
The chick told me, man, you know what I'm saying, I work with, told me, talking about her husband, know he's Israelite, right? You know what I'm saying? And she was just talking something about, yeah, you know, talking about she don't celebrate holidays. Well, they don't celebrate holidays. Yeah. She getting with my husband let me get it. He let me put the tree up. He let me he let me put the tree up. Nah, man, you can't do that shit, dog. You know? You got like scripture said that your yea be and your nay be nay, man. Right. You gotta choose. You gotta either serve the Lord or don't, man. You can't claim to serve the Lord but then want to still do some little heathen shit. No, man. You gotta let that shit go, man, and start following the Lord completely, man. You know?
Well, know my heart, man. They know my heart.
Yeah.
They do know your heart.
He lets me get away with a little, you know, getting right. Stuff like, man, he ain't pulling his goddamn pants up.
Right.
Yeah. You know?
He's supposed to be he know and that's why the Lord said in Revelations 3 that he would rather that you were hot or cold. Ain't no lukewarm shit, man. He gonna spew you out, man.
Soft on a goddamn woman, man.
Right.
Fuck that shit, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
She should be following you, bro.
Yeah.
You should put your man. That's you Jakes, man. You got to put your foot down with these bitches, man.
Yep.
You know? I mean, yeah, hell no, man. You know?
Jake hypocrites, man. Like, you know,
This is
this is what they do right here.
Isaiah 29:13. Wherefore Yahweh said, for as much as this people draw near me,
I love the Lord. Go ahead.
With their mouth.
I love the Lord. I love the Lord. I believe in God. Yeah, I believe in God. You can't tell me nothing about the Bible. You know, they'll talk cash. You know what I'm saying? But it's all talk. The Lord is telling you it's all talk. Read it again from the top.
It says, wherefore Yahweh said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips, do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me.
Hypocrites. Hypocrites, man. You talk all that cash with your mouth, but your mind and your life, your mind, you're far from the Lord, man. Like the Quran said, you do the total opposite of what he says do, man. Even when it's presented to you out of his word, man, out of the Bible. You know, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negro descent. He said, my people. You know what I'm saying? That's who he's talking to, you hypocrites. Go ahead.
But do remove their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
That's why you believe in the hell doctrine. You know what I'm saying? You think you go, that's why you fear, which you ain't really fearing the Lord, you fear Satan. Yep. You know what I'm saying? They more afraid of Satan than they are the mighty one, holy one of Israel, man. You know, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just because you sing 5 hymns on Sundays with the so-called white man, don't mean you worshiping the Lord. Right. You can be up in that church. Oh, you know, you can go up to that one view that walks up to the steps, and then you know how the pastors be like, if anybody want to come up to the altar and accept Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior,
you want to be saved.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be saved.
Right. You have those damn emotional ass, exaggerating, dramatic ones that come up crying and shit.
Right.
They on the steps like this. You know what I'm saying? But then the next day they go over there smoke a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, go to the club, you know, do all, and continue in their filthiness, man. Yeah.
It's Proverbs 14:12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
And it seems right to them. They think that going to church on Sunday, sometimes Wednesdays, you know what I'm saying, will save them. You know what I'm saying? They believe in the name of Jesus Christ, God, you know what I'm saying, and all this. They, you know, just because they go, you know, to Sunday school every now and then, you know what I'm saying, they think that that is the correct way towards salvation.
Right.
Right? Read that part again.
Good. Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Yeah, see, the end thereof is a way of death, man. Putting your trust in Shadow Egypt is a way of death, man.
Yep.
Trusting Christianity is a way of death. Trusting the so-called white man is a way of death, man. That's why Proverbs the 23rd chapter calls this place the valley of the shadow of death. This is a low place, like a valley, and death, the shadow of death, is around every corner, man. People don't feel safe walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? It'd be dark as hell. You know, people be scared to throw away their trash in front of their house. You know what I'm saying? So all these things that, especially the nation of Israel, that they rely on, leads to nothing but death.
Right.
Hey, how many when you was in church, how many people you heard died, and they say, oh, he was a good man. You know, say he died of cancer, and he had cancer for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? But not understanding the judgment of why, or not understanding the wisdom of why those things happen. You got more on that?
That's that, if I may say, that's the disconnect with the people of the world.
Right.
They don't connect judgment or things happening with the Lord,
Right.
which causes a lack of fear.
Right.
So if you don't fear the Lord, you can't move to operate as you're instructed.
Right.
So that's the whole problem with the world. Nobody fears the Lord. They don't realize that He's the one doing particular things.
Right.
That when somebody dies, He ordained it.
Right.
They're taking that away from because in ancient times, people had their understanding. They knew that okay, if something's happening, the Lord is doing it.
Right.
That understanding is completely vacant in the masses. When we see something happen to somebody, we say, damn, well, what did He do? Did the Lord okay that?
Right.
Other people, they don't think that.
Why would He do something? Why would a God do something like that?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. Jump down when you mentioned it. I'm going to jump down a little bit because you said, they don't have no fear. This is jumping down to Proverbs 14 and 16. It says, a wise man feareth and departed from evil, but the fool rageth and is confident. So you have, like you say, a wise man, they're going to fear the Lord. But as we read earlier, in the 12th verse, it says, hey, these men think the ways of man seem right, but that's going to lead to death. That's why the Lord said, trust in Proverbs 3, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not onto your own understanding. Because when you lean onto your own understanding, you lean in the ways of man. All right, and who runs this world today? What man controls the minds of the people?
The wicked.
The wicked. Yeah, because the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9 and 24.
It's a Rock 10 and Sirach 10 in verse 3, it says a wise king, verse 2, Salakia. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Right. Our people that took on the mindset of Esau Edom, that westernized mindset, man. Right. This is what you get. Because Esau damn sure don't fear the Lord, man. Right. And he's pushing that vibration upon these people, man, to the point to where they don't fear the Lord at all. They have no reverence or respect for anything that the Heavenly Father stands for, man. They walk over him like he a damn mat, man. But the Lord, He's coming back, man. He's using this man through his man. He's about to make himself known on who He truly is on the planet Earth once again, man. Because before time, they knew who Yahweh Shem Yahushua was, man.
That's right.
These nations knew what it was, man. Our people knew what it was, man.
Esau way come as you are. No matter if you don't put off the old man. Just come as you are and just listen and then go back home and keep doing what you've been doing. Because he thinking, you've been dipped in this water. They say a baptism, you dipped in this water, then you're going to be saved anyway, so do what you want. Come as you are. No matter.
And then meanwhile, that same one, come as you are, you listen to, the Mosiah, who the world called God, so-called Jesus Christ, name is Yahweh and Yahweh Shah in the Hebrew, who used this man to bring upon calamity on your ass, man.
Right.
The same guy you trusting in, the same guy the Mosiah go use, I just speak something in the book of Psalms as a whooping stick. You see? So it's all kind of shit happening on the planet, man. You Israelites not even paying attention, don't care to pay attention. You're not even considering your ways, man. Here it is, a food of famine, water droughts, the weather patterns fucked up, and you still walking around like it's just a jolly old time, man.
Right.
Yes.
I got something. Hosea 4:6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." Now, what is knowledge, man? So let's jump to Proverbs, man.
Yep.
You know, real quick, bro. Proverbs 1, all right, and 7. It says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge," man. You see, so that fear, man. You know, going back to Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. That understanding, man. My people are destroyed for lack of fear. You see, these people have no fear of the Lord. That's why they walk up and down the street, openly smoking weed, committing adultery. You know, have no fear, like it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, man. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, you know, their hearts is fully, their minds, man, is fully setting them to do evil because judgment is not executed speedily, man. Right. You know, which the Lord will let them, you know, that a nigga do something and get away with it and keep doing it. Oh, well, ain't nothing gonna happen to me until the Lord brings judgment now. But now the Lord is coming to the point in the time of the story to where the Lord is getting ready to start taking you niggas out, man. Yep. And we seeing it. You niggas dropping dead from the fucking jab, you know. Women getting put to man, these damn women getting put to death, man. The Lord ain't playing with these women, man.
That's right.
We seeing articles every day about these damn women getting put to death, man. The Lord ain't playing with nobody. We about to see massive death take place on the planet Earth, man.
That's why I says right here in this article is from Global Research. It says the new water barons, Wall Street mega banks are buying up the world's water, man. A disturbing trend in the water sector is accelerated worldwide. The new water barons, the Wall Street banks, and enlist multi-billionaires are buying up water all over the world at unprecedented pace.
Right.
They even buying they're buying all the rights to the water. So when it rains and they own that land, and whatever water's on that land, you can't even get it because they bought the land. This is the shit that's about to come on it. This is what's happening on the planet. It ain't about to come. This is what's about to take place on the more rapid pace, man.
Hey, real quick for you. The second Esdras 8:59. For as these things aforetime shall receive you. And when you read in this chapter, when you read up a couple of verses, the Lord is telling Esdras what will happen to those men, you know, what happened to them that follow after the Lord, you know, right. Be obedient, you know. But it says now we're going into the other side, the people who are disobedient unto the Lord. It says, so thirst and pain are prepared for them, for it was not his will that man should come to naught. And the elder just read that, man. How they bind up Esau is taking it's all a maneuver from the Lord, man.
Yeah,
you see, the Lord is maneuvering this Esau. He's controlling Esau, man, to do these things, man.
Right.
And it's all going like scripture say that in the book of Psalms too. The wicked is his sword. The Lord is preparing thirst for you people, man. Hey, man, famine, all that is coming on the planet Earth, man. In 2023, enjoy it. Better hope you get your taxes. That's the last thing your ass probably gonna enjoy, man. Right. You know.
Right. It says like mega banks, like Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, USB, Deutsche, the Blackstone Group, HSBC banks, bro. And they saying right here, it says wealthy tycoons such as T-Bone Pickens, former President George H.W. Bush, and other presidents in the Philippines and other countries are buying thousands of acres of land, which aquifer lakes, water rights, water utilities, and shares its water engineering and technology companies all over the world, bro.
Wow.
And you Jake's playing game, and here it is in California. The goddamn the weather pattern in California is all fucked up, man. You see, and over in Venezuela, they're throwing money on the streets.
Right.
Yeah, that's why we that's why we talk about these things, man. That's why it says that in Jeremiah the 8th chapter. You know what I'm saying? Our people don't understand the judgment of the Lord.
Right.
The elites are doing all these things, making moves throughout the whole planet Earth, and then you got Israel waiting for the next Call of Duty to drop.
Right.
That's what they're worried about. They ain't worried about the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They ain't worried about what's going on in the world like the brother was going into earlier. They don't watch the news. Why? Because there's nothing but negativity, nothing but death, nothing but sorrow throughout the whole planet Earth. So they don't watch the news. They just want to see. They want to feel good. That's what they want, right? I got a precept.
After that, they want to dwell in that happy place, man. They're like ostriches gonna just duck their head and put it in the sand, in that hole in the dirt, like ain't nothing happening around. Your whole body exposed, man. You covering your head up, and you feel safe because it's like when if you pull the covers over your head when there's an entity in your room, or somebody came in your house.
Right.
You're not safe, man.
That ain't gonna stop.
It's not gonna stop nothing, man. So Jake throwed off out here.
But Matthew 24, they still marrying, in their birth state, and like in the same chapter, what is that? Around 30th chapter, he said it's what the beginning of that. It's gonna be mourning. It's gonna be woe. And that's the beginning of lamentation. This is basically the beginning of sorrow. All this that's starting to happen is only the beginning. But when it gets to that point, like what man you would be. Are you going to be spiritually ready for what's to come?
Yeah, how should I say that? Yeah, like you said, Matthew 24. He said, thou shalt hear of wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places. The end is not yet. You know what I'm saying? This is barely the beginning, man. People ain't really seen death like that.
Right.
They hear about it. They see it on the news. You know what I'm saying? They might see it on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Get people getting off. But they ain't really experienced it in the manner that the scriptures describe it.
Right.
I got a precept real quick. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 5. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. Sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their whole hurtful works are fulfilled. So the whole earth is covered in gross darkness, man. It's about time for the Most High to come back and really start touching this place. He's been touching it, but not like not like in Jeremiah the 30th chapter, man.
Right.
Because like we was going into earlier, Most High is going to visit the nation of Israel first, then he's going to deal with the rest of the nation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Israel hasn't really felt that whipping state.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not here in America.
Right.
2 Ezra the 9th chapter. What did the Lord say? He's going to visit the earth in which He made, man.
Right.
And when you go into that word "visit," it means to punish, man. So the Lord is about to bring punishment. He's not bringing flowers and candy and hugs and kisses, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The slain of the Lord shall be many. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah 66, Matthew 10:34. Yahushua is coming to not bring peace, but a sword, man. Of course, we know that's twofold, but dealing with the division that he's bringing, but it also is going into that actually, literally, what does a sword do? Maim and kill, man.
Right.
Because he come contrary to popular belief. The Lord, the Son, is not. It's in the same mindset, the Spirit of the Father, man. What's that? John the 6th chapter.
Right.
He tells you he came down from heaven not to do his own will, but the will of the one that sent him, his Father that sent him, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's about to bring pain, man. Can I bring this real quick? This is 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
Yeah, that's
because they have walked in great pride, man.
That's my
You know what I'm saying? Man, I love that scripture, Apostle.
Yeah,
man,
my scripture,
hey,
man.
I'm going to read it again. This is 2 Ezra chapter
Yeah.
8.
See, the thing is with that, when you read that, man, you got to go into the 9th chapter, man. You just keep going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right.
2 Ezra 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times which we're in shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, man. You know what I'm saying? And of course, that proud man on the planet, we all know, is Esau, man. Several scriptures going to that. Like pride had deceived thee, they that dwelt in the clefts of the rocks, man. It's talking about these Edomites. You came out of the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia, man, which goes on back to Mount Seir, Petra today. You know what I'm saying? You came out of the clefts of the rocks. It's talking to you, and he's put that vibration out in the earth. That's why what's all of his some of his slogans or whatever. You know, the few, the proud, the Marines. You know, that's that pride. That's that pride, man. You know what I'm saying? What's another one? It's in the songs. Proud to be an American. You know what I'm saying? They're proud as hell, man. And the Lord hates pride, man. Right. You know?
And they can took on basically got on the same platform that Esau. You know, that's why John 8:44 said, you know, your father, you know, and the lust of them, your father that you will do. Matter of fact, let me get that. This is John 8. It's right there, bro. And 44. And it's John 8:44, and it reads, "Ye are your father the devil." All right, and like I said, and this is the aspect of who is the devil. That is going into Esau evil. All right, and you basically is treating him like your father. You're following every step that he's guiding you to, but you don't want to be walked and guided like they do. How about you outside?
If I just want to throw a quick point on there, you got that. And you said Jake, that Esau is their father. That's why Jake got the, you know, the jumpy. Yeah. They were following. Now people are doing. Elvis Presley's daughter just dropped in. But a lot of you Negroes and Hispanics and Native Americans, they got jumpy. Now you're jumping there.
Yeah. Right. Hey, I can make a quick point too. Because when you read that, a Christian read that scripture and not pay attention to what it's saying. Keep going, bro.
It says, "Ye are your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do." He was a murderer from the beginning.
And that lets you know right there that that's not talking about no dude underground.
Right.
Now, when you go back into the book of Genesis, who was the first murderer? Cain, man.
Right.
You see? That lets you know that's not talking about this this imaginary dude, this mystical nigga under the ground.
No, the guy with the, you talking about the guy with the hot sauce bottle.
Yeah, right.
God,
He's standing like this with the tail.
Exactly.
Right.
Mythology.
They taking it by the brown spirit.
And he lives under the earth. Hey man, I had a jackhammer. I used to do construction work for many years. And then we jack up all this concrete and we start digging with shovels and we just keep digging. Eventually we're gonna fall, we're gonna fall down there and he's gonna be there waiting. The guy on the hot sauce bottle with the red suit on and shit.
Y'all remember the Passion of the Christ? Remember, it was Jesus on the cross, and then he finally gave up the ghost, and then it goes all the way down to the depths of the earth, to hell, pretty much. And you see the devil, screaming like this. I don't know if y'all remember that part. I was like, man, well, now you see it, I was like, man, what the hell?
They got a new one, I think that is kind of similar. It's called I think Devil Conspiracy. It's a new one. It's 2023. It ain't came out. Well, I think it just came out on the 9th, as a matter of fact. So but it's going that same crazy stuff, man. Like this, man. Devil Conspiracy. 2023.
Back in the middle of John 8:44, it said he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
Man.
Hey, and like I say, he abode not in the truth. Now, Esau, especially these elites, they know what the scriptures say about them. So what they try to do is offset. So one thing they want to do, they don't abode in the truth. So what they want to do is basically want you to follow their ways and basically pull you out from the spirit of Yahweh Shah.
Satan trying to get his army too.
Yeah, and like I said, let's say get advantage of us. We're not ignorant of his devices. And he used all these different devices to what? Pull you away from the ways of the Lord. And the 2/3 is going to follow that. And what we just read in Proverbs 14, what is that going to lead to? Following men, that's going to lead to death.
I still got this in Jeremiah.
It says, back in John 8:44 at the end, it says, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Like earlier in the beginning.
Characteristics, bro.
Y'all should not surely die.
Bro, He ain't lie. Where's our brother? I don't know. My brother's keeping. Bro, nigga lied. Bro, come on, man.
From the beginning.
That's
You know they killed us.
Yeah.
You know he killed him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, he murdered them and threw them up in the bushes and shit.
Exactly.
That's Esau, man.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
That's this devil.
Hey, y'all say you speak with forked tongue.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all seen that movie Year One?
Yeah. He's talking about Jack Black.
Yeah. They reenacted the death of Abel, but the dude, pretty much kills him with a rock, and then he's like, I didn't kill him. I didn't see nothing. But then Abel's coming back up. He's like, he's not dead, and then he goes back and starts finishing him off. That's Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of Esau, man. And our people are following after those same characteristics. That's why he said that you're father the devil. You got more on that? I got this. It's back in Jeremiah 5:3. It says, O Lord, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. They have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return. That's why it says in Isaiah the 1st chapter. I'm saying that why should you be stricken anymore? The whole head is sick. It's got all these putrefying sores. It's got cuts deeper down to the bone. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way to save this body.
Right. Yeah.
The only way to really help it is to burn it.
Kill it.
Yeah.
That shit.
I mean, you got to cut certain things off. Like, like the apple. Like, you get the apple start to rot. You get a rot. Like, some people, which is dumb, you just throw the whole thing out.
Right.
But we've all been through this with little kids. We cut off the bad parts. But that's true. No, but it was spiritual. You got to cut. The only good part of the apple, or even bread, molded bread. Jake, if you ever grew up suffering,
Jake did that a lot.
just cut the moldy parts off of that. Yeah. But that's spiritual, because it's like, the moldy parts of the bread or the bad parts of the apple got to be cut off with a knife. That's Yahweh Shai, the knife. Yeah.
That's why I say the Jeremiah 6, one of my people are found wicked men. Hey, Zechariah 13, the Lord gonna cut off 2/3 of it. So that's gonna be the 2/3 of Israel.
And brothers, you know what these people don't realize, man? We out here on the street right now, and lately the spirit been pulling back. Y'all notice, like, it's been cold, Apostle Tahar been putting orders out, now we ain't going out, whatever. And right now, the weather's warm, so we out here. But like now, it's to the point you people don't realize. They walking by, see all these fucking jokers out here, all of them. Whether they're heathens or Israelites or whatever. There's gonna come a point where they are gonna fucking be. We here now, they don't realize how, like, when we're not, but that's why the Lord got it that way. When we're not here, they're gonna feel it. Man. And y'all don't realize how close we are to the time where we're not going to be out here no more. Brother, we're at the very end. That's why we got to take this truth with a sense of urgency. Fuck these women. Fuck all this shit. I mean, I hate to keep saying it, but it's like, brothers can be overly concerned with your children.
Right.
It's like, if you see the bigger picture, then you get it. What we're saying. The Lord already showed us this. Myself and other apostles, we've already been through it already. We didn't tell our brothers to do anything that we haven't done.
Right.
And then when you read the Bible, you're reading it right there. It's the test, man. This is why where brothers can't be too overly concerned with their families and children and but that's my son, my daughter, my wife, my kids. Okay. But then when this shit hits the fan out here, then what? And the Lord ain't with you. You're gonna lose all that anyway, and your life. So at what point it's like, fuck everything. I'm down with the truth, man. I'm down with Yahweh Shai. You understand? This is real shit. We're not out here fucking playing games. Why are we out here for? Like, why? What are we doing? This ain't no fraternity club. This ain't the goddamn, like the fucking honeymooners.
Yeah, like you said, the water buffalo lodge.
Yeah. You know, the honeymooners. Ralph the raccoon lodge. Ooh. No, man, we ain't out here for this shit. We are actually the ancient prophets that you read about in that Bible, man. We out here just gotta go. Come on, man.
Sir, that's why the
If you,
scriptures-
I'm sorry to cut you, brother.
Apostle, you got it.
For you brothers that got children and wives, now you want this to continue, man? Your kids are going to the fucking white man's school, and then they teach them how to be alphabet people.
Right.
Man, how much more, man?
That's why the scriptures say. I was gonna say. That's why the scriptures say in what's that in Philippians, the 3rd chapter. I count all things done. You know. Oh, count. I think it's Philippians 3 and 8, I believe. 3 and like 8. Yeah, go ahead and bring that out. Yeah, he says that it's we count all things dung, but dung, you know, shit. For the excellency, that increase of a Mashiach, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how that's the spirit like the apostle is going into that you're supposed to be in, man. This shit is all it's shit, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your wife, your children, everything.
The people in this world, these people are gone, man.
Yes.
Look at these fucking Walt Disney characters walking by us out here.
Exactly.
And the women, I'm not even gonna get into the women. I'm not even gonna talk about the women. I have fucked these women. These women are minute. They're nothing. Women are nothing.
Nope.
Women are nothing. Okay?
Philippians 3 and 8. Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahweh HaMashiach, my Lord.
Yep, we count all things lost, man. We ready to lose everything, man. You know, for the excellency of the knowledge of Christ, man, and the knowledge of Yahweh, man. You know, go ahead out.
For the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach Yahweh, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahweh
There it is. We count everything shit, so we may win Yahweh Shai, man. You know, we all of us out here, man. We out here for a reason. We trying to be saved, man. You know, the Lord is about to bring total annihilation and destruction to the planet Earth, man. You know, and I don't want no smoke with the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? None of us do, man. That's why we out here doing what we do. That's why we come out in the cold weather. You know, in season, out of season. You got a lot of camps out here. They ain't coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? Scriptures say in season, out of season, man. You know, in season when it's warm and nice, out of season when it ain't, man. When it's cold, you know, rainy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The men of the great millstone still come out. Go ahead.
In order for man to get the knowledge of the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High, they exchange that as your life. It's like to gain the excellency of the knowledge. So gaining this knowledge, you go lose.
That's right.
To gain this knowledge, you go lose.
That's right.
You can't have the world in this.
Right.
So to gain the excellency of the Lord's, man, you're going to lose your life. Meaning the things you have in this world, which is temporal anyway.
That's right. And if I can add, Elder, real quick, didn't Yahweh Shai tell you in Matthew the 19th chapter, for whatever you lose, bring it out.
Big God.
This is Matthew 19, verse 28. I'll start at verse 27. It says, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee.
Forsaken all, man. Not some things. Well, what about my wife?
What about my kids?
What about my kids? Read again, bro.
This is Matthew 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee.
We have forsaken all and followed thee, man. Everything. I count everything lost, but dung shit. You know, for Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? All. Go ahead, Al.
What shall we have therefore? And Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory.
Proven reincarnation, man. You know, for you Christians that's watching, go ahead.
Ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that forsaketh houses, or brethren, or sister, or father, or mother, or wife, or children,
There
or
it is.
lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
There it is. Forsaken to let go, let that shit go, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To let it go. It mentioned your wife, children, your mothers, everything is mentioned, man. You know what I'm saying?
Excellency of the knowledge.
There it is. And you're gonna gain eternal life, man. You know? I want eternal life, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let everything go.
That's why Scripture said, "Let go of mortal thoughts." Which the mortal thoughts is our flesh is connected to this place.
That's
So
right.
that's why the
That's
Scripture
right.
say in Revelations to come out and hurt my people, man.
Because when you die,
yeah.
even people that die now, you died like anybody. Even it could be anybody. You could be a multi-millionaire. Once you die, your spirit leaves the earth. You don't care about that on this earth no more.
Right. That's it.
If Donald Trump, with all his millions or billions he got, if he's an Edomite, whether you were an Edomite, whether you were Israelite, whether you were Ishmaelite, whatever nation you're from, it don't matter.
Right.
It's all the same. Donald Trump dropped dead, all the money and all the shit he got, right? Because Donald Trump, I use him as an example because he's known as like one of the top millionaire dudes on earth. All that Trump millions, they ain't gonna mean shit. Even him, being an Edomite, once he go in the spirit world, he's like, okay, I'm back. He's at peace. Yep. He's at rest. He don't care.
Right.
All his millions he left on the earth, that's all done. That belongs to other people now.
Right.
That's all mortal shit. That's on the earth.
It's for the mortals.
All these celebrities and people that died, and the reason I say that is even these celebrities, because they're the ones who got the possessions on these physical titles.
Right.
And even down to the lowly, us. They're like, man, we got your truck, we got your car. If you died tonight, man, once your spirit leave your body, you don't give a fuck about your truck. You don't care about. But I had like 2 G's in the back. You don't care no more.
Right.
So, okay, well, maybe my family will get it, or my kids will get it, or maybe the brothers will. I don't care. You don't care about that no more.
Right.
But before you leave, like if you know you're gonna die, that's what it set your house in order. Certain. Okay, well, that's what the whole idea of the will and shit came from. Like, well, I set this up so that way, if I die suddenly, this is set up for this person and that person, and you know what I mean? But like, because they know, like, once you leave the earth, you don't care about earth. Esau's the devil, man. Like they show you these little ghosts. Certain possessions, the spirits come back and they're connected to them. No, they're not. That's a lie. Those are demons fucking with Esau. Those are ghost stories to tell people. Oh, this ring. If I die, my spirit is connected to this ring, and I'm gonna haunt the ring because I love this ring when I was on Earth. So. Put in the case and put on the mantle. Bro, all this shit I'm wearing on my body, once my spirit leave, I don't give a shit about this shit.
Right. That's going to the earth anyway.
This shit is gonna end up somewhere in a pawn shop, or a brother will take it, or one of my family, they give it to my son, give it to one of the brothers, give it to somebody on the earth that's still here.
Right.
Where I'm gonna be, I ain't gonna give a fuck about this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that goes back to how these Hamites, back in Egypt, they used to bury themselves with the gold.
Yeah, the Egyptians.
The Egyptians. I'm saying, hey man, you got certain Israelites, these guys that got money that'll bury themselves with all they do.
Ham was into that. The Egyptians. That's why. And you know what? People are grave robbing, which it is disrespectful. It's foolish. Because if you bury the dead, leave the dead, you're supposed to be digging up the dead and taking shit up. So that is wicked, though.
Yeah, it is.
No, that is wicked. But Esau's the damn devil.
Right. Totally.
You ain't supposed to defile the dead.
Yeah.
I don't care if they got jewels and just leave them.
Yeah.
But no, the white man is such a devil. I gotta dig up the dead body and steal a gold teeth out their mouth or whatever. That's not righteous either.
No, it's not. Nah. Hell no.
See? But that's foolish to bury riches with the dead. Because the Egyptians believed in that, but then our people went into that too. Remember, we went into all that. Even Gad and Reuben, we went into the Aztec over here, the Northern King. We did that. We bury him with his knife on the spur while he can. Man, you ain't carrying nothing but you went into the next world, man.
So right in the casket.
You know,
Still got more on what else on that?
that's why our people are fucked up the way we are now.
Right.
That's why we here in America suffering. Because of them following the heathen.
Right.
We got to get back to being Israelites, man. You know?
That's another thing too, man. Isaiah the 2nd chapter. You know, our people following after the ways of Esau, but when the judges of the earth are established on the planet Earth, man, they gonna learn of our ways.
That's right.
All those things that they taught the planet, you know, the people on the planet Earth, all those things are gonna be done away with, and then they gonna learn from our ways. They gonna follow our laws, our judgments, our statutes. You know what I'm saying? Our holiday, you know what I'm saying? Our holy days. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to keep all that.
This is Ezra talking to the angel. This is 2nd Ezra 2, verse 40. Started verse 44. It says, "So I asked the angel and said, 'Sir, what are these?'" And this is basically saw the one that was giving crowns to the other men. He was high in stature. Yeah, God. This is verse 45. It says, "He answered and said unto me, These be that they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortality."
Yeah, man, they left behind the ways of the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Put on that immortal clothing, man, which is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And like it says in Matthew the 22nd chapter, you know, that guy that came up not wearing the garment, he came in there not having the wisdom, man.
Right.
Not having the knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He went in there pretty much naked. Not, you know, not naked, but you know, he naked of the truth.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, on the right attire.
Yeah, right there.
I was talking about back. He talks about that. Be clothed and you know what I'm saying. Let nobody take your garment, but roughly paraphrasing, man. So he didn't have the correct garment. You know what I'm saying. He didn't have the correct attire for that occasion.
Right.
You know? Right.
Back in 2nd Ezra 2 and 45, it says, "These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortality, and have confessed the name of Yahweh, and now they are crowned and receive palms."
And so when that happens, you know, you confess the name of the Lord out in the highways and byways. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes down to the time of judgment, we're really going to be tested. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, we those men that we endure. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's a different thing saying it right now than walking in it. Because you could be in front of that guillotine, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to have to pray that the Most High put that spirit on you and say, fuck it. Call Allah, Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easier said than done, but Lord willing, the Most High put that spirit on us in case we ever get put in that situation.
Right.
But those are those men that confess to men for
Exactly. This is the ceremony, you know, after the salvation, man. You know what I'm saying? So for all y'all that's trying to say that we don't have a name or we don't know a name, you know what I'm saying? We want to play around when it comes to the name. Hey, the ones that's gonna be at that salvation ceremony, receiving them palms and crowns, they confess the name.
That's right.
Which is gonna go further into it. Keep reading.
Back in verse 46, says, "Then said I to the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in their hand?"
That's something like a house shot.
That's right. So he answered and said unto me, "It is the son of Yahweh,
See? Told you right there, right?
whom they have confessed in the world, that began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord."
Do you hear that? Stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. So the ones that's gonna receive them palms and them crowns, they stood stiffly for the name.
That's right.
So how you gonna say they didn't? Anybody teaching No name
Anybody that's talking about Jesus Christ
or Jesus,
the Lord ain't dealing with
he
you,
ain't
man.
dealing with you, man. Like the Apostle God just said, man.
Yahuwah,
Yeshua,
Haya, Shah.
all of that,
Oh,
man.
yeah, man.
The true biblical name of the Most High is Yahweh.
Yep.
And his only begotten son's name is Yahweh Shai. So that's a cold cut to IUIC and anybody else that's trying to say we don't have the name or know the name, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Those that are that's going to be at that ceremony after the salvation up there with Yahweh Shai, crowning them and palming them, stood stiffly for the name. Which who's doing that, man? The men of the great millstone, man.
Right.
You know?
Proverbs 30 and 4 tells you what is his name and what is his son's name.
Right.
Thou canst tell. So,
Right.
you know, so it's a name out there. Your name is Jeffrey. You don't want somebody to come call you John or Jim. It's like, that's not my name. It may sound close to it, but that's not my name. So it's like the went to, it's not Yahuwah, Yeshua, Yah.
Yeah.
Bro, you ain't cool.
They bug outs,
Yeah,
bro.
Right.
They be bug outs.
Yeah, bro, you ain't on that level to be, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, the Lord
Abbreviate the
name.
Lord
Yeah.
name.
Exactly.
Nah,
Who are
then
you?
stop. Show some reverence to that name, man.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. Put some
Right.
respect on his name. You know?
Mhm.
Fuck that, what's his name?
Man.
Word, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High. Put some respect on that name, man.
That's right.
Because fear and reverence is coming into the earth, and that those names gonna be attached to it. You know?
Hey,
We're standing stiffly for that name. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we're trying to let you know, hey, if you ain't got, that's one of the first things you should receive is the name. You know, like, oh man, okay. Put it in Israel, like, hey, what is that? Oh, when I came to the truth, just, you know, quick want to just say, it's just something about that name that gave me that, woo, that goosebumps, like, you know. And I had to keep asking, what's that name again? It ain't, you know, you get the other name, you sure you can say those names, but that name Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, you like Yahweh Shai. I just keep coming, what's that name? What's that? You know, it's just, I want to get it. So, you know, and that lets you know that everybody just can't get that name.
Yeah,
You know?
Ain't no power.
No, ain't no belief.
The power is in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You feel that. You feel the power, man.
Yeah.
If you try to, you know, a higher, you know, like they try to do Bahashem Yahweh, what they say? What is that? Yeshua.
The Mashiach.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no power in that. Ain't no power in that. But Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. You feel that, man? There's power in that, man. Was that it? Oh, go ahead.
You talking about that name, man? It's Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and the glory, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Man. You see? So during that time when Esau, when the scripture talking about Esau's gonna come, the devil's gonna come down with great wrath, man. It's gonna be a time where the true believers of the Lord are gonna be the true men and the believers of the Lord are gonna be persecuted, man.
Right.
You see, but the standard is gonna be lifted. That standard is gonna be tied to that name.
Right.
That's why it read at the beginning of that verse. So shall they fear the name of the Lord, man. Because that name is going to be synonymous with those powers that come with it, man. Because you best believe in a time of trouble, we're going to call on the Lord, man. You see, we put in work, and you got to have faith that the Lord hear you, man. You got to have faith that you here for a reason, man.
Yep.
The Lord that wants you here, you'll be gone. The Lord that wants you listen, you'll be gone. You see? So you got to have that faith in the time of trouble. When you call on the Lord, he's going to come through, man. You know, a standard gonna be lifted, man.
Yeah.
God, like the scripture say, man, the name of the Lord is a strong tower.
Got it. I got it. This Proverbs 18 and 10, and it reads, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe.
Yeah, man, the righteous went into it and it's safe, man. And that reminds me of Psalms 91st chapter. You know what I'm saying? That those that abide under the shadow of the Most High, part of abiding under that shadow is knowing the name.
Right. They say that in that chapter. They say I was set up because he have known my name. I think it's like verse 14 or 15, bro. You know? Right there they said, and right before that, they said that he gonna give you, he basically gonna give you power to jump over serpents and scorpions and the lions, man. The young lions, bro. You know? Because, right after that it said, because he have known my name, man. You see?
said verse 14.
Yeah, 14, bro.
It says Psalms 91:14. It says, because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name.
Yep.
He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and shew him my salvation.
Man, and that whole chapter is going into how the Lord is going to protect the elect at the times to come, man.
Right.
You see? It talks about the noisome pestilence, which we know that's going into that, those ICBM missiles, man. You know? It talks about the 10,000 at the 10,000 at the right side, and 1,000 at the right side, 10,000 at the left. I'm paraphrasing, going into the mass death that's going to be taking place. Then it talks about how the Lord is going to give his angels charge over the elect to keep them in every way, man. Then it talks about those. Hey, jump up real quick, bro. You still in Psalm 91?
Yeah.
Jump up a couple verses, bro, like 13.
It says, Psalm 91:13, it says, thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample
Shall thou, and how's that gonna come? Via through the Lord, man.
Right.
Through that standard being lifted, man. You see, so it goes into the destruction that's coming, the massive judgment, the pestilence not gonna come near you, the elect. Then it jumps into that spiritual power that's coming, man. Then the Lord tell you why he did, because you have known my name and I'm gonna honor you.
Exactly.
You know, for your obedience, man.
Exactly. And the scriptures say that even the name is jealous of the Lord. And can I bring that out real quick? This is Exodus 34 and verse 14. For thou shalt worship no other power, for the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power, man. So if you calling on the wrong name, or saying we don't have a name, the name of the Lord is jealous, man.
Right.
Because he's a jealous power. So how you gonna say we don't know a name, we don't have a name, or you call no Jesus or the wrong name? Man, the Lord gonna F you up, man.
Right.
You know? One more real quick, and then you can make the point. This is Psalms 29 and verse 2. Give unto the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the glory due unto his name. Hey, give unto the Lord the glory due unto his name, man. So you can't say that we don't have one or we don't know it, man, when he's telling you to give the glory unto him. Come on, man. Oh, they do like that. Wow.
Man. Oh yeah, like you were saying, man.
Come, we're talking about the name, man. It's all good. Just hey, the glory due unto the name, man.
Right.
Y'all gonna put some respect on the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You know, he demands it. You know.
This is Acts 4 and 12. Say, neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Didn't it say given among men?
Yes.
So a name was given, man. So how you gonna say we don't know it or there is not one, man? There's a name that was given, bro. You know, and actually the scriptures break down the names, man.
Right.
When you go into it in the Hebrew, it breaks it down. It tells you that the name of the Most High is Yahweh and the name of his son is Yahweh Shai, man. Right. It tells you that. When you go into the concordance of the blue letter and break down, you know, it goes into all of that, bro.
Right.
You know, and that dude, man, he broke down, he did a beautiful breakdown, you know, on the name. When I first came into the knowledge, man, I saw that breakdown, man. It's recorded.
Yeah.
Nate, man,
Yeah,
you know, he said, you know, yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, you know, the head guy over there at IUIC, man.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I saw that breakdown. I saw it. You know, it's out there. It's published. You know?
And it says no other name, none other name. So you can't just keep giving them these different names.
Yeah.
Yeshua, Yeshaya,
Right.
you know, Yah. There's
Right.
no other name.
Right.
It's one.
What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? When it says it was given.
Yep. It was given.
Come on, bro.
Can't say it. I heard people saying,
Bro,
hey, look,
I've heard that too.
look at the example of Muhammad Ali, man. He was calling on Allah.
Right.
He's the Most High made him the greatest boxer in the world at that time. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying Allah this, Allah that. Changed his name to Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much Islam and all that bullshit. The Most High fucked him up. Y'all seen him at his peak in those videos on YouTube. And then you see him the way he the manner of the rest of his life after his boxing career. Most High
Wow.
I think he's trying to light the goddamn Olympic
Oh, yeah,
torch.
that torch. Yeah, that shit was funny as hell.
Set us up.
you see our people calling on the wrong names.
Right.
Oh, that's heavy. I was just talking about that up there the other camp.
Oh, wow. Yeah, God, it's the spirit.
I started cursing out vocab. You Christians, man, like these Christian dudes about to set up on the corner. You know what? The Lord's gonna fucking judge them.
I can't wait.
He gonna judge all of a sudden there's this new emergence.
Christians, yeah, on the streets.
But when I first came in the Christians, you know, what was the easiest people to cut?
Yeah.
Christians and the Afrocentric shit. That was easy work. But all of a sudden now, in this new millennium, they made a comeback. The whole polite and Sarnetta and all of that Afrocentric shit. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? I was like, yo, man, we used to cut these dudes back when the old One West days. We used to sharpen our swords on those motherfuckers. That was easy work. These Christians, that was easy work. But now in this new demonic, these Christians and Jesus, they work themselves into a frenzy.
Right.
There he goes.
Yep. You cranked it up down there. They gonna pull no steps.
But you know what? That's not gonna save them.
Yeah, right.
Because guess what? What these idiots don't realize, the elites are gonna get all these people.
Yeah.
They're gonna get Edomites too.
Yeah.
They don't care. They're gonna fuck your shit up. So we gonna see when these soldiers come through there, these Gurkha troops, when they you gonna see you get a mic. You can see, you can hear it. Listen. All they do is work themselves into a frenzy.
Yeah, that's good.
And the Lord of Jesus, and Jesus, and Jesus.
Like that.
That's
what they be doing.
Coming out.
No script.
They work themselves into a frenzy.
Yeah.
A satanic. And the Lord and Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Right. Man, it's real, man. Oh, man. That's true, bro.
Hey, man, bro. Hey, like, we want to make money. Like, when the Lord is working with us, we don't care about them. Like, we want to be some niggas and make money. And the Lord, shit, I don't need the microphone.
That'll attract Jake though.
Put a big bucket right there. And go there. And the Lord, and Jesus! Jesus!
Man.
That'll attract Jake. They can give our money out.
I had you brothers standing with tambourines and shit.
Right.
Oh man, but people are putting money in that, boy.
That train estate, if you hear the tambourines and everything, you know the
Start dancing and shit. Giving out bologna sandwiches, water, some dry ass potato chips.
This is Isaiah 26 and verse 8. It says, "Yea, in the way of thy judgments, O Lord, have we waited for thee. The desire of our soul is to thy name and to the remembrance of thee." So the desire of the souls of the elect is the name, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yahweh Bahashem.
There it is.
Which them idiots on the corner ain't teaching.
They ain't teaching. They teaching Jesus.
Yeah. Jesus! Jesus! I don't know. I know Jesus. Listen, though. Let's listen. No, listen to him. But my brother, what scriptures are you bringing out? What scriptures are you bringing out? I want to hear the scriptures, bro. I don't want to hear you, man. Substantiate what you saying in the Bible.
Just talking.
Substantiate what you're saying in the Bible.
That's right. Exactly.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
We bringing it out of this book.
Like, you understand, my man up there in the corner, and Jesus, you know, you got them demons on him. He probably took some crystal meth. And the Lord, and Jesus. Motherfuckers are crystal meth heads, man.
What you think about the movie? What you want? You was talking about Jesus.
You was crazy, man.
You was talking about Jesus.
Your
You don't think Jesus, you Jesus freaks. Those are Jesus freaks. Yeah, man.
That's the majority of the homeless people that come up try to say something. They always talking about how they believe God and Jesus and all that.
Yeah, these Jesus freaks.
You know what I'm saying? That's not scripture. It's constantly babbling. You know, let me tell you what I think. Let's give you how Jesus how I feel. You know, but like I said, going to Proverbs 3. Trust in trust in Lord. Yeah, trust in Lord with all your heart. Lean not onto your own understanding. All it is just Him.
That's Jesus is a demon.
Yeah. Yes.
You know that, right? It's a
Heavy
demon.
Yep.
Jesus. IURC got the same demon on it. Christ.
You know the name.
That frenzy. Came out, manifested.
Prophet indeed.
Yeah. He doing his thing, man. He doing his thing. He getting down, boy. They start calm. And Jesus.
I got something real quick. So Rock 3:24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion.
And there you go, in the corner.
Yep.
He believes in Jesus.
This is the evil suspicion that overthrown their judgment. You see, hey, he's bringing out his own opinion instead of what the Lord says. Man.
Right. Yeah, he's doing it's pointless what he's doing, man. He could be at the crib chilling. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing that, you know, that's what Solomon said.
Yeah, some of them from Bella VL, man.
Yeah. Having a good time. At the bar or something, you know what I'm saying?
People out there remember the turkey, turkeys. They was getting cut up, man.
By some
Got people coming against them too. I mean, he ain't got a snub. He ain't got nothing in his hand. He just got a mic. You know, that's all. What is only needed one mic.
Let's get some scriptures to cut him, and then we're going to shut down real quick.
Name, like I said, because we got that pure language. You know, we have the pure understanding of the Lord's name. This is Zephaniah 3:9. It says, "For then I would turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve Him with what He said." You know, pure understanding. A lot of people God. You know, and that is what it's saying. He's gonna turn His people. All right. So we're being turned back to the ways of the Lord to have that wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And the main understanding, what you start off with, understanding of who your power is, who the Lord is. All right, your power, meaning He is. Okay, so that's the name that was given to Moses. You know what I'm saying? It's Yahweh. He is. His son Yahweh Shai. All right, He is salvation. He is our deliverer. Okay, so that's why we say Yahweh. All right, Bahashem is Bah, in Ha, the Son, His name is Yahweh Shai. You know.
This is Baruch chapter 2, and verse I started verse 30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because of the stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves, and it shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. You see? So their name, it's not this happening now, man. We're in the land of our captivity. The Lord has put us back in that remembrance, man. And with us coming back in remembrance, we're going to come back into that true name, to who he is, man. You see? And think upon it, remember, man. When you go into the definition of that word, think upon it, it says remember, man. You're going to remember his name and who he is, man.
Like, a lot of these niggas out here, when I say niggas, I'm talking about all the tribes. They out here, they're not thinking about the Most High. They're not thinking about Yahweh. They think about New Year's Eve just passed, Christmas just passed. They were all into their holidays. They had their Christmas trees up, right? New Year's, they went out and partied and did what they wanted to do. Right now, they just living their best life, the best version of themselves. All this shit. But when judgment comes up, when the pandemic came, all they do, everybody got scared. But when things go back to normal, fuck that. Right? And even the people that know about the truth, like some of these women and these people, right? They're not thinking about the Most High, Yahweh. They're not thinking about the nuclear missiles or the destruction that's going to come, or the perils that's going to come upon this place, according to the scriptures. Right? You just read 2 Ezra 8:50, right? Great misery shall be done to them that shall dwell in the world, but they have walked in great pride. Right? They're proud. They're not thinking about what the shit that's about to pop off. Even though the Lord got us, his prophets and his servants out here telling them. And then you got other wicked, evil niggas that's teaching against us because they just hate us. Right? But it's all spiritual because those are the same wicked niggas. Ecclesiastes 1:9, the thing that has been is that which shall be done. So history repeats itself because the same spirits come back in different bodies and they regurgitate what they did thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago. So this must needs be. That's prophecy. This idiot on the corner, he's fulfilling prophecy. Totally lost. See what I'm saying? Prophecy must be fulfilled at the end of the day. Prophecy must always be fulfilled. Go ahead, brother.
I got this. This is Romans 10:2. It says, "For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. For they, being ignorant of God's righteousness and being about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High." You know, that's our people, the nation of Israel. And then, these Christians that go to the church and everything. That also can apply to a man like that. He's here to establish his own righteousness, not according to the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Not according to these scriptures, because I ain't heard him bring out no scriptures.
No.
I've heard. You know what I'm saying? But he's beating out of his own belly. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And that also applies to guys who know the name of the Lord. Remember that scripture, when you go into Hebrew, that Lord, Lord, have I not prophesied in your name? That's all about these other wicked niggas and these other wicked Israelite camps and other wicked niggas that's speaking evil right now of the men of the Lord. Niggas who they wear the border fringes, they have beards, right? They know the salute, shalom, right?
Right.
And they speaking evil of other men. They speaking evil of the men of the Lord, claiming that they're the men of the Lord. These wicked, evil niggas, right? That's applying to them too. Establish their own righteousness. You wicked Taha, you wicked Gabal, you wicked Rakah, you wicked Ramah. You GMS niggas are wicked and all that. But follow us, we're the men. We're the righteous guys. Okay? Cool. Groovy. Like Jimmy Henry said, it's groovy, man. It's groovy, baby. You know what I'm saying?
This is Jeremiah 6 and verse 28. I'm gonna jump to 25. It says, "For among my people are found wicked men. They lie wait as he that setteth snares. they set a trap, they catch men.
Yeah, man, they doing all these.
I smell that black woman smell. Yo, these black women stink. I swear to God, they walk by, I smell like that. That must be black woman smell. That's why most of these black women are single, bro.
Hey, they gonna be, they smell right now. Imagine when Jacob's trouble comes. Yeah, Mosai's gonna have a damn tire from Dallas who come out, smell her from a mile away.
Oh yeah. Remember that movie, with Will Smith, I Am Legend? Remember, like when all hell, like society broke down, the animals got free. Then he had lions, all kind of creatures running loose in the streets.
Yeah, there was that scene. They had the gazelle jumping over the cars, the lions,
Cars and everything out there, the land cars.
Man, these people are so foolish because they walk up and down the street, they're smiling, everything is a joke. Everything to them is like entertainment and all this shit. But when this pandemic came, they wasn't smiling. They were scared. They were wearing masks and helmets. And they were in the supermarket fighting over toilet paper. Especially these. But women, I don't waste too much time getting on the women. Women are dildo. They're nothing but just like disgruntled little kids. That's all they are. Bro, don't take no woman serious, bro.
The pandemic, like depression was at an all-time high. Who was named one of the longest depression that
got a precept just going into,
Well, after that, we're going to close up. Down.
It's
It's
Isaiah.
already past 10 o'clock, man. Like I said, we ain't going to be out here till 11 o'clock at night.
It's Isaiah 47
When the
and
world can get up out of here, man.
7. It says, "And thou sayest, Thou shalt be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. It is neither didst remember the latter end of it." That's going into America and the carelessness and the manner of where America is. Right now, these people is chilling, they're going to the bars. They don't really have it in their mind that something like that can happen to them. There ain't no wars here, there ain't no famine like that. You know what I'm saying? When the C-19 hit, everybody was shook. Like the muscle was going into that. But they still, after that, those few years that happened, they was like still joking about it.
But these that way sometimes, pop.
These are birth pains. When it first hit, it kind of now eased up on them a little bit. That's like them birth pains, man. Or when you about to go to the Lord, now it's about to go to, we heading into that time for that full-blown labor, man. But there ain't gonna be no break in between that. There ain't gonna be no break in between pain, man.
That's what we're gonna wrap up.
That's right.
We wrap it up. We did the work. Fuck you people, man. Unless you be of the elect.
Right.
Let my man, he got it.
Yeah, you can
He got the rest of the night covered.
You can have.
So with that, Lord willing, brothers who edified, I want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and teacher who will. Peace and blessings to the Hakim scattered throughout the four corners. Keeping his word and truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Hey, now we got to hit, man. They got it covered.
He is rearing up.